Don't come to the boy about repairing. Don't come to the boy about sparing some. You lucky that Vogue was suing because I would have been
still
with the
going about
Rosses in
this.
Paris and.
The number one thing I need to know.
And we actually talked about this.
Was Pharrell already with Lou?
You might want to sit down for this.
I want to also talk about what they're doing, because Oshaun, we were talking about this. Their marketing strategy on this, let God sort them out. Here's the thing that you have to understand. In 2025,
So be it.
music. That was very good. You have to understand the oversaturation of the music industry. Okay, it is very hard to cut through because there's so many voices. There's so many things. There's great music that's dropping that only lives for a short window of time. There's albums dropping that people have no idea about, and the only way to really cut through is to make noise in the zeitgeist of things. And no matter where you land on the spectrum of fandom, which is another thing I would like to get into eventually at some point again.
We got to.
But there is a appreciation for the music business that Pusha T, Malice, Pharrell, and whoever else is over there with the Clipse, this Rock Nation venture, that they understand. Controversy sells. Let's not. And a lot of people make it seem like the controversy and dissing people and shooting at people is a recent phenomenon. But if you really look back at music, that has been things that have led people's albums for decades. For God's sakes, I think it's Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind up in here. DMX was a diss to.
I forget. But
was it Corrupt?
Oh, it might have been Corrupt.
It was somebody where it's someone where you'll be like, wait a minute, hold on, let me find out.
Let's ask our homegirl.
Because that's is that What's My Name or Up in Here? Or is it Cannabis? Diss to, but the point is, it was Corrupt. Party Up in Here was a response to Corrupt. So my point is, Tupac, all the big, like Drake, a lot of these people use conflict as a means of garnering Jay-Z. Like, everyone does it. Some people are overt. Some
Attention
people
is equity, right? So you capitalize on equity,
and you have to fight through the different forms of media and your own genre to be able to make noise into what you're trying to say, even if the thing that you're using to make the noise is not the main thing. So, for example, with this Clipse rollout, they've been having clips playing at the fashion shows and things of that nature with some of it. And then we talked about the Kendrick thing with the Kendrick diss that garnered them a lot of attention. And then they recently released another single after the Ace Trumpets joint. So be it. Which, when it initially dropped, people thought it was a Drake diss. One.
Oh, they did?
Then they went and said, no, it's a Ye diss.
That's what I thought.
Which, because Pusha T has been talking about his dissension with Ye, but no, it's not any of those two. It's somebody else. It's Travis Scott. And he has his reasons of why he's shooting at Travis Scott. Because you have to remember something. When Travis Scott dropped his last album after Astroworld, what was it called again? Utopia. There was a Drake feature and song that was the last song to be added, and the
Meltdown.
song, right, which kind of led the campaign of the album once it dropped, and that was a great record. In fact, some would argue that it was one of the standouts. And I don't know if it's because
that's not an argument.
That's
not an argument. That's a fact.
It was, in fact, they said that was one of the only ones that made noise.
Yeah.
Right?
Very fire.
Right. And if you guys if you guys close your eyes and tap your heels together like Dorothy, and you think back to that time, did you know this is an important question to ask? Did you know that the Meltdown song was about Pharrell and Drake's purchasing of his adornments and melting them down, and talking about that whole experience, and that was really the heels of. Did anyone recognize that at the time, or was it after that you realized, or did you not know at all?
Finding that out right now.
Oh,
No, but
Stay in. He's lying. He's lying.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. No. Because if it is,
No, but he can't say that.
wait, why can't he?
Because
If
he's
that's the
hip hop.
truth,
He can't say that.
That don't mean
It was
shit.
after,
Just
it was after.
okay.
I'll take the
But it
card
was
back.
after though.
It wasn't during the record. It was
No.
after, like, you know,
Yeah.
being a hip hop nerd, liking the record,
Looking up,
getting
seeing what's going on.
online,
Yeah, see what's
doing
going
the Rap
on.
Genius, seeing
And
the
see-
articles.
yeah, seeing
it's
it.
like, oh damn, that's what it means.
Which by extension and proxy is kind of where the Kendrick saying that he'll inherit the Pusha beef. The Pusha T, whatever.
beef?
For Pharrell, I inherit the beef because it was really a continuation. Oh man,
So this is what there's so much to dissect from this based on. Go ahead though.
Based on Meltdown.
Because
so
him say
I didn't even because I remember
Kendrick.
that.
Yeah, Kendrick said that.
Right. And Pusha
Wow.
T's issue,
That's
right?
crazy.
Pusha T's issue with Travis Scott, who, remember, they worked on songs together. He was on Good Music. They were a team, a family, led by Kanye and co, right? Pusha T didn't like that, that Travis Scott as Pusha T, his brother Malice, and Pharrell, the last member of the Neptunes, because there's no Neptunes apparently,
According to Malice. Malice said it. He officially said it. Sorry.
He barges in, which lets you know how long this album's been recording, because that they were recording sessions for Let God Sort It Out at the time when Utopia was about to be dropping. And Travis Scott, he had his briefcase. Remember, he had his little briefcase that had all the music and all the various, because you have to learn now, guys. Don't be like Lil Wayne and have people leak 1,000 of your songs because you're leaving the sessions on the studio. Do
It's in the
shit
bag.
like Ye does, even though Ye still gets leaked. But Travis learned. He put it in a briefcase. It was whatever. So he goes and storms in on a Clipse important session and plays them the whole record, and there's even video footage. Ryan, splice that in. No one's gonna be me. Where it shows him playing the finished record for Pharrell. You see Pharrell look back at the camera and go, right, and you see Pusha there and everything. The word is when Pusha's talking. I can't remember what publication it was. He talks about how that Meltdown record. Who's talking about Pharrell? Who also O'Shaun? You told me yesterday. I forgot. He has production on that Travis Scott album, Utopia.
Yep.
And he was upset because you have this record of arguably the biggest artist in the world who I've had conflict with, who's making this record, this lead record, and he's dissing our guy, and you don't even give the heads up. You don't even say nothing about it, but academics and other people have done the research and they've said, no, it wasn't, that record wasn't out at the time when Travis Scott stormed a session and showed everybody the records. It wasn't out, so he didn't know. But O'Shaun, do you think that's good enough, and what should he have done? Because you said something to me about that, because I was thinking, I'm like, oh fuck, academic, he might be, they might be right. Yeah, it wasn't out, but could he have done something? Still,
Of course he could. I mean, as an artist, there's lots of things you could have done.
What could he have done?
I watched the clip, the stream, a little bit of what Academics was saying, and first I was like, damn, that's true. If that's what why would there be this big blow up? Like you got tricked, you got duped. But as an artist, okay, let's put the scenario that the Drake verse was not on this song.
On this version because he dropped it.
He goes to the studio where Pharrell and Clipse are recording.
Yes,
shows him the record. Drake the album, and say maybe even played Meltdown,
right?
Whatever it was called before, without Drake on it. Let's just say he played it, because as an artist, I've played a record that just has me and not somebody else, because I don't have somebody else at the moment.
Yes.
Okay. So fine. But if I get somebody on the record a day before or 48 hours before I put it out, and I argued with someone on X about this yesterday.
Yes. Shout out X and the drug, not the.
Did I listen to the record or did I not?
So that's question one.
That's the question.
Listen to the record or not? So you get a record from Drake.
100% you listen to it.
Okay.
So
that's one.
So if I listened to the record and I hear Drake dissing the guy who I've been working with and is on this current album, whether I got to put it out 48 hours or 24 hours,
right?
Would I not give him a heads up of what's going on?
Trivelle, you were an artist. You chime in. put yourself in that shoes of Travis.
It's difficult because to me, I don't think any of these guys are really friends.
And therefore, and that's which. Who says this? Someone says, I think it was Joe. Joe Budden says that a lot. A lot of these niggas is not friends, and fine. Maybe that's the
Like,
case.
We're industry friends. Like we're
Maybe that's the
friends in the
case.
industry.
But then don't get mad if somebody's offended by somebody doing something though.
No, I don't think
he's
Travis mad.
Yes.
no,
Well,
I won't even say Travis. You know who's mad?
Who?
People. This is what I
But
have no issues with
people are allowed to have how they feel, but I'm sure Travis, in the sport of
what?
music, in the sport of the enemy of my enemy is my friend, in the sport of I'm trying to get on by any means necessary,
bro.
That's it,
Bro.
No, but let him continue. But
I just want to add. I just want to add up.
Like gone are the days.
Oh boy.
days of our lives.
Not like we came up in an era where even in fighting, I'll run a lot of parallels. Like in music, it used to be if a dude broke in with somebody, that's his man. That's the guy who's making all his music. That's the guy who's making all his beats.
Sure.
That's the guy who's in the studio with him consistently. What's the last relationship that you know of that's like that in music?
Of what?
Of what? That they stick
Of
together
like
no matter what.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a clear, true, strong.
Drake 40. Drake a boy
16
wonder.
years ago.
50. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about?
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
yeah.
talking about new ones? Is that
Yep,
what you're asking
Give me a
for?
new one.
Metro, Future.
Yeah.
Wait, you at
Turbo Gunna.
Turbo Gunna,
Okay.
The Dream Beyonce.
Dream Beyonce,
Too old, but I got
Okay.
you. Okay, but it
Billy
goes to the-
Cyrus. I'm Billy Cyrus.
Billie Eilish
Billie Eilish and her brother.
and her brother,
Phineas.
freaking flesh and blood.
People turn their backs on their brothers.
I'm just-
O'Shawn DJXP.
Well, of course, I'm more so saying that it's not as. I feel like when I was growing up listening to this lovely music genre I love, bro, it was like a thing. Yo, this is the artist, but he rocking with that guy to the end.
Well, yeah, hip hop started with DJ and a producer. I mean, a hip hop artist and a DJ / producer.
But I know-
Like Jay-Z's man's Guru,
Jazzy
right?
Jeff, yeah. Young Guru, yeah.
Bro, I didn't know who that was, but I'm like, yo, he there somewhere. I
Yeah,
knew he was in the studio.
engineer, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just funny that you said that because I was watching Memphis Bleak on
His new podcast?
on the Breakfast Club yesterday,
Okay.
2 days
Yeah,
ago,
yeah.
and he literally said, "It's just when you said that. That's fucking crazy." He literally said he was so down for Hove that as soon as Rockefeller was done, he was done. He didn't want to go to anybody else because he rocked with him so much
He rocked
that
the
him
fella.
he didn't want to switch. He said, he's like, "What am I supposed to go join G Unit? Oh wait, I'm supposed to go join." Like he started saying these. He's like, "No, I just said forget it. Like if my man is not, if we're not doing
If
this,
we're not doing it,
then I'm not doing it.
Correct.
That's that. I'm like, that's
days are also done.
that's done.
Man's are trying to get their bag.
A
They're trying to make their
thousand
money.
times.
They're
1,000
moving
times
from
over.
click to click. I gotta eat, bro.
Okay, so tie that in with Travis
So
Scott. now.
Travis is at a level. It's like, yo, the biggest artist in the world just gave me a record. He chose to come
Again.
at you. I'm sorry.
Gave me a record again because he's had records with Drake. So
And
that's
no,
the key.
but okay, and then
I
also-
want to recreate that because Sicko Mode was such a huge
I agree,
record.
but also,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm also going to a level of we don't know what the backline business is, right?
correct.
If Drake gives him a break on the price,
Yeah, which I told you I think it's free and it's just the splits
or
later.
is Drake saying, yo, hold that, but here's what you got to run me on the back end?
This could be that.
I do not have the authority
Okay.
to go back to Drake and say, we can't use this one.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
boom.
No.
That's not what I'm saying.
Then I see how mans get, especially because, like I said, I don't think these guys are really friends.
Yeah.
I ain't got to tell this guy nothing.
See,
What am I, his
Oh,
his
there you
woman?
go.
What am I,
Well,
his
then-
child?
And then that's
I'm
where
gonna
the
go
problem
check for him for what?
So-
He's a grown man.
I understand.
He probably rocked with a shorty I don't like. He probably linked
But
up.
this is what
it might not have been on record, but he's running around with EXO. And
I know,
you
but
I don't rock with
here's the
EXO.
thing. Here's the thing.
I'm from Houston. These Virginia Beach boys doing this to me.
We're gonna talk about this more in
Yeah.
the show, but
Yeah.
it's this illusion. Everybody thinks if they hang out with somebody,
That we're friends.
if they have,
And we're not
they
friends.
but they feel that they're friends.
No, we drink and smoke hookah together.
We
That's about
feel
it.
like we're friends because
We're
the
not friends.
thing is, maybe you haven't experienced it, but it's like a thing where you rock with someone. Maybe you go out with them a lot. You've done this, that. You play video games. You guys have
Yeah.
shared stuff, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they do something, and you're like, "Wait a second,
I have been there.
I thought. Wait, I would never." And then they're like, "Wait, but why did you think that?"
No, I've been
like,
there. That guy tried to kiss my fiance one time. You feel me?
I was there.
You know what I'm saying? I've been there. Like, I really know what you mean.
I was
Like,
there.
yo, like,
Hold on.
I really like
I
that.
thought we was cool. Like, I actually don't understand how this happened.
I think I have the best way to describe this.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you. that I'm standing on business.
That I'm standing on business.
And let me tell you why I played that. First of all, shout out Justin Bieber. Because
Shout out
if
Justin
Travis
Bieber.
Scott was standing on business,
He would have
right?
told Pharrell.
Because
Why can't I tell
no one is saying,
Stop
no one
it.
is saying.
Stop.
What year did Utopia come out?
Time out.
What year was it? Tell me what year it was. Somebody tell me the year.
Let me check, man.
Somebody tell me
Look at
the year.
everyone getting silent. We need a fact checker.
We need a producer, yo.
I am a producer.
No, I mean like somebody who's like not on camera.
Yeah, Ryan.
No, that's not the
I mean,
producer.
somebody in-
2020. I think it's 2023.
Wait, Ricky will do it.
2023?
It's
Is it 2023 or 2024?
You pay for Chat GPT. Can you make it? Can you bring it to use? Because I see he got nominated for some awards. Yes,
all I'm gonna
2020.
say-
Anyways, 2023. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say is this is Travis also coming off of the Astroworld disaster, bro.
Wait. Was this before or after the Astroworld disaster?
after Astroworld is 2021?
Yeah, that was after.
Okay,
That was definitely
sorry.
after.
So it's like I'm at a point right
Yeah,
now where
July 28th.
Got it.
a whole bunch of y'all probably turned on me. Y'all probably said
10
some
people
wild
died
stuff
by
to
the way,
me.
yeah, for those watching.
And there's
I'm
a
dropping
thing
this.
about it.
And I don't have to check with you.
No, it's
That-
not.
stop, man. I hate
Or
this.
give you a heads up.
Yo, Pharrell.
what?
Yo, Pharrell, Pusha T.
He
yo,
submitted it yesterday. I went to the label tomorrow.
Hey, look, watch this. Hey, Pharrell, Pusha T. Yo, Drake just dropped me this fucking record and this verse. Yo, he's shooting at you guys. I have to put it out because I have to do what I got to do. I'm just letting you guys know so that no one tries to sneak and surprise your shit. Done.
Yeah, the shit. He shot 100%.
Trivelle, wait.
100% should have done that.
I'm just telling you, I'm with you 100%. If Pharrell had nothing to do with this project, I'm with you. I wouldn't even because I'm not
yes.
gonna hit some. I think it's weird if this.
Pharrell's on the project.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a little weird to me.
That is
Like I
rough.
would never do
You know
that.
you have to hit him and say, "Yo, it's out now."
Yeah, we're not talking. Listen, just to be clear, we're not talking about permission. Guys,
Yeah,
understand?
just letting
We're
you
not
know.
asking for permission.
Yo, he's coming at you,
but
so-
he's coming at you. I know you're working on my album. I know you made a couple beats. Like, come on.
To tie it in,
Yeah.
I would say that Pusha T choosing to respond and diss Travis Scott this way, talk about his girl and that you cried, I saw you know this shit.
You died in front of me. You
died
cried in front of me. Yo, why do you got
your
it?
girl?
Why is it so sharp?
The reason it would be different because it'd be like, well, he gave you the heads up, so you're mad for a different reason. But now Pusha gets to say, no, I'm waiting for me reuniting with my brother after 14 years to now choose this time to decide to comment on it. I can do that. And the difference is a lot of people say these people can't back up the shit that they say in blogs and podcasts. Pusha T, love him or hate him, whatever you guys want, I love him. He's going places, he's talking about it, and then he's saying it in the music. He's doing the thing that a lot of people don't do,
And-
which is
and
they
the
only
thing-
do one or the other.
And I thought you guys loved that.
they do, but
I
not
thought-
only-
Why didn't Travis say anything? Let's get into this.
That's the yo.
you know what? And people keep.
He was a-
Because do we think it was that? Now that we've dissected it,
okay. Here are a
we
couple of
thi-
reasons.
how could it be? It's not deliberate.
Reason
right?
one.
Yeah.
He didn't know.
You think he didn't hear it?
He listened to it, but he didn't
Clock it.
Because some people
like
listen
Justin
to
Bieber
stuff and
said,
they don't
very
listen.
possible.
That's possible.
Listen, Travis Scott is
But did
he's always high. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
No,
He's-
it's not that, but
Getting it. It's not clocking to you.
it's potential that it didn't clock. And he's like, oh, wait,
Yo, I fucking.
You think
I'll
he
be
just heard
honest.
it?
I
He just
love
heard it and
Justin
he's like,
Bieber.
"It's
yo.
fire."
I'll be honest with you. I love that guy. Yo,
Yo.
that's a real Canadian gem. Yo, real shit. It's a real nigga.
Hold on, let me say this.
It's
too.
a real nigga, yo.
Because, yo,
I don't give a fuck.
Listen.
Y'all leave Justin Bieber alone. Real shit.
listen, I flamed him on this podcast, but also I fuck with him.
That
too.
nigga's music is fire,
So,
and I love
listen.
how he stood on business 10 toes. Fuck
Yo,
them
because
niggas. Yo.
here's the-
I'm a
here's-
father.
Yeah, like, yo.
Wait, is he a father?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait. Wait, Justin Bieber's a father?
Doesn't he have a child with his wife?
I thought he did.
I know, because he said that, and I didn't clock it either.
Was he lying?
No, because not
Justin a
not
father?
everybody don't have to put their kid in the camera for it to be a fact.
Because, yo, I was trying to think about that. But anyway, the point is that
I think he did say he's a father though.
well, he did. No, he did say
said
that.
it.
He did say that. That's not. We're not debating. We're not
said it.
debating.
We
that. It's the
fact-checking
question
right
is,
now.
No,
he said
he has a kid, man.
So anyway, so with Travis,
One child.
okay,
Yeah.
wow.
See,
So, sorry, your question was
what are the other reasons that he possibly
Why didn't
did
he?
not
so
tell
maybe
them?
he didn't clock it because he didn't hear it. He didn't book it. But here's the question: who decided to call it Meltdown? Because that's a direct.
Jesus.
Because
And
now
the-
if
and-
Drake sent it with 40 and they said, "Yo, the track is called Meltdown,"
Jesus.
and whatever.
Christ.
But then,
Or is
did
he-
Travis not send his parts to Drake?
Or is Travis lying?
First.
Or is Travis could be lying? Like we gotta.
Yeah.
Like, I know what it is. Like, Travis could be like, yo, I'm doing what I want. I don't give a fuck.
I have to re-listen to Meltdown. Is the disc very clear?
Very clear.
Bro, he's talked to Are we gonna do this? Hold on, no. Hold on.
You know why it's very clear? The tonality of how Drake was on that verse. Like Drake, nigga, the way he rapped on that.
Hold on. No. Hold on.
Like why he went into this like octave that was
tea time. Like I got a cup of this shit. Tea time, like golf at 5:45.
Yeah, man.
I love to fuck on a regular bitch. Famous hoes lame, but they stay on my dick.
They stay on my dick.
Heard your new joint? It's embarrassing. Shit. You talk to the cops on some therapist shit. You act like you love this American shit, but really the truth is, you scared of the six. You scared of the six. Yeah, you scared of the six. Your bodyguard put in some work on a fluke. Now you want to go and inherit that shit? Don't talk to the boy about comparison shit.
Don't talk to the boy.
Or come to the boy on some arrogant shit. The weapons we got are some terrorist shit. Like TV producers, we airing this shit. She asking for bread for her parents and shit. I told her, I don't got no cash. And she said she could wait on a rack. Like some Arabic shit. I put out $1 million and stare at the shit. My dick just got hard. Because a wire just hit.
The wire just hit.
My schedule is out. Come spin us for real. Man, fuck all that spinning, that narrative shit. I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Give a fuck about all of that heritage shit. I don't give a fuck about all the shit the Neptunes did and fuck all of that heritage shit. Since V not around, Virgil, rest in peace, the members done hung up the Louis. They're not even wearing that shit. They're not even wearing it anymore.
Who's the boss of Louis now?
Pharrell.
But was he named at the time?
Yes. Come to the boy about repairing some shit.
He's already, yes.
Don't come to the boy about repairing some shit. Don't come to the boy about sparing some shit. You lucky that Vogue was suing because I would have been
still
with the
going
bosses
about this.
in Paris and shit.
The whole thing is about the whole second half. He's still talking about this.
So,
the number one thing I need to know.
And we actually talked about this.
Was Pharrell already with Louis?
Oh my gosh.
Also, shout out to Drizzy. That verse is absolutely bonkers.
I always see videos of mosh pits and they're always going absolutely bonkers. Yo, it's
that one makes the
and you're right, the tonality is nuts.
Yeah, like he was just
it was a flow he never used it up to that point.
But also, the flow's so fire. I'll go with you. I don't think Travis understood what was happening.
It's possible. I know.
But even just hearing your bosses and stuff,
you gotta clock it.
Yeah, because to him, he's like, Pharrell's a boss. I don't know who.
February 14th,
you have to understand something.
Getting it. It's not clocking to you.
Did you hear? Did you hear what I said? XP. February 14th, 2023
is when what?
He became the boss of Louis, and then that song came out in July.
He knew still. It's very clear.
Come on, man.
Yo. That's absolutely that is bonkers. But hey, look, the point is that the Clipse rollout, because that's what it really comes back to. They are doing a bang up job in having at least the hip hop world discuss every song. Yo, Rock Nation just released a thing and said that video. What's the song called? So Be It, So Be It?
So Be It, So Be It.
It's like 14 million impressions across all.
Yeah, bro. I saw one clip that was 1 million plus.
And the video, you know what the video looks like?
That was just 12.
Chilling.
It looks like fucking Sinners. It has that cinematic riding in the car. The point, and you know what's funny?
I hate that they don't like each other. Yeah.
Pusha T, you and Drake actually have something in common. Because you both
that's what I was saying.
Have an issue with Travis and how he moves. It's the same, just a different side of the coin.
I think we were robbed of not having a Drake and Pusha song. I'll be honest.
And that because that should have happened already.
I'll be honest. Just think of the best.
Just with how they both move as men.
Just think about them.
They wouldn't get along.
I know, but up to Clipse.
So what? You know, I don't gotta get along with you to make a. Oh man, you got.
Yeah, but we gotta chill. I couldn't even see them being out socially.
I don't need to chill.
I got you.
Let's just do what if they did a meltdown? It was like imagine that beat meltdown and he's talking this.
But like it's never gonna happen.
I know.
You might want to sit down for this.